welcome to this episode of Mountain Slaughter Garage. Today we're going to talk about the Articat power valve system, known as the APV system. The power valve system, there's a servo motor in here with some cables hooked to it that hook to the power valves on your motor. Those power valves are set to open and close at different RPM set in your ECM. What happens in the basic terms is when the power valves are low or in the closed position, that gives you better low-end throttle response, a better fuel economy at cruise speeds. Full throttle, the power valves open, gives you better high-end power as it raises the port. So what power they're doing, they're really raising and lowering the port in the exhaust port where the exhaust comes out of your cylinder. That changes how your power is delivered into your motor, how fast or how the exhaust escapes. And that can give you better low-end power, better high-end power. They do that by adjusting the power valve in and out at different RPMs on your motor. So we're going to talk about how to adjust those today. It's really important to keep the power valves in proper adjustment through the cables. The cables can come out of adjustment, the cables can fray and stick, or the cables can break over time. And you should probably be adjusting these probably once a year, or at least looking at them and adjusting them. So we're going to go to our service manual. We're going to look and see what the Articat spec is on this, and then we'll get in here and we'll adjust our cables and show you how to do that. So as we get in here and dig into these exhaust valves and get the cables detached, we're going to measure the cable length. And what that means, we're going to show you a picture out of the Articat service manual of what we mean by that. So here's the service manual. We're going to adjust from the end of the cable housing here to the end of the cable here, where it attaches on this little stopper here at the end. And you can see our 6,000 and 8,000 adjustment is going to be 36.5 millimeters from that end to that end. Now, it's sometimes people are doing this with their micrometers. It's not as real easy to do it with that. To get this in here and try and measure from there to there. Speedworks sells a little block like this, where you put the cable in there, and I'll show you. I actually made this block. I just cut out this piece of aluminum, squared it from there to there, and then if we measure from there to there, it's exactly 36.5 millimeters. Put our cable in that little slot, and we're going to show you how to do that. Now we've got in here real close. This is my exhaust servo motor. You can see the cables come here, attach right there. The first thing you want to do is detach the cable. It's got a little clip right here. You can just slides right off. That attaches the cables onto here. Then you pull up on these and they pull out one by one. Pull that one out, pull up, that one comes out. And then you can slide the cable out sideways like that, one, and slide that one out like that. That way you can pull the motor out. Like I said, you don't have to pull the servo motor out. It makes this a lot easier. So now, if you have some calipers like this, you can go in here, you can try and measure from there to there. Not real easy, real simple if you want to make one of these, or if you want to buy the one from Speedworks. Our cable fits right in there. There's almost no play in it. So that cable is exactly where it needs to be adjustment-wise. And that cable too, there's a teeny bit of play. So what we might do, you come up here with your 8 millimeter and your 10 millimeter, you can loosen that adjustment right there. Loosen that, and I want to unscrew this a little bit because I want mine a little bit tighter than it was. We'll bring our adjustment block back. Put that in there, and that fits almost perfectly. So that's right where I want that. Now, while you've got these out, you want to move these cables through their stroke 3 or 4 times, just to make sure that the valves are moving up and down freely. They're not binding, they're not sticking. That one feels pretty good. That one's a little sticky. I might need to pull this apart and clean that one because that one sticks. It doesn't quite spring back the way that it should. So we're going to put these back in here now. Same way we took them out. That's going to dive down in there, come around, hook into that. This one's going the same way, Come right into there, come around, just like that. Clip back on, and we're all done. We pull the rubber down over there to hide that. Now, that is as easy as it gets, adjusting your power valve cables. If they're way out of adjustment, you might have a cable that's broken, or it might be frayed inside and the valve or the cable really sticking. You might have to replace it. It's a good thing to do. Arcticat says in the service manual it'll only adjust this every 2,600 miles, but probably ought to be doing it probably once a year. So I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to our channel. Little red button down below on my left side here. Hit that subscribe button. We'll have more videos coming out. Thanks for watching Mountain Slaughter Garage, and I hope you have a great winter on the snow.